Welcome to your Barbados Today Evening News Update for Wednesday, September 11. With the news, I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Lawmen at the Hastings police station were this evening evacuated to the nearby Brigade House. This after a woman who went to the Christchurch station brought a suspicious package she had received with an unknown substance for police to investigate. Police said the entire station was compromised, and as a result, all personnel was instructed to evacuate in keeping with protocol. Investigations are continuing. Relief is on the way for residents in northern parishes who have been grappling with dry taps. Today, Water Resources Minister Wilfred Abrams announced that the Barbados Water Authority has turned to Ionics Freshwater Limited to increase its water pumping capacity by 50%. He also announced that a new pumping station has been commissioned in Trent's St. James to boost the water supply.
This station will improve the volume of water flowing to the taps of residents along Highway 2A, in parishes like St. Thomas, in areas like Qulan, Redmonds Village, Melrose and Welches, in St. Andrew, in areas like Whitehill and Moss Bottom, and in St. Joseph, in areas like Chimborazo, Lamins Housing Area, Bragg Hill, Sugar Hill, Spa Hill. Now, we are commissioning this today. This is at the end of a long period of installation and testing and retesting and trying to balance. So from today, that water is going to go into the system with the intent of alleviating the areas I just mentioned.
Minister Abrams alerted Barbadians that the increased water pressure could result in some bursts in the systems. He urged members of the public to immediately notify the BWA of any bursts they discovered.
So we have to juggle between getting enough water down the pipe to get to where it needs to get to without supplying too much pressure that causes the burst. And every time you fix a burst section of a main, as you eliminate those leaks, the pressure also increases because that area is now fixed and new, and you will get bursts further down. So we expect this. We are not giving all the water one time. It has to be a staggered process. I think there are 4 new pumps to handle this, and we're going to start to bring the pumps online one by one as we balance the system to try to get it to work. So we ask the public, if they see any bursts, especially in those areas, please contact our call center or contact us through our call center on Facebook or our mobile numbers, which is 836-CALL, which is 836-2255 or 836-4742.
In the face of strong tourism performance so far this year, challenges are looming on the horizon for the sector. Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Hotel Tourism Association, Senator Rudy Grant, told the third quarter meeting of the grouping that key tourism players will need to team up to tackle these issues head-on.
The vulnerability of this region to the perils of natural disasters is forefront in my mind, particularly as our brothers and sisters from the Bahamas confront the devastation thrust upon them by a catastrophic Hurricane Dorian. At the same time, the United Kingdom, our major source market, could be on the verge of an unexpected general election without any certainty on the vexing issue of Brexit and what implications this would have for Barbados. In these circumstances, I am convinced that the ability to properly and adequately confront these challenges requires a strengthening of the collaborative efforts with our partners, such as the Ministry of Tourism and International Transport, the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., the Barbados Tourism Product Authority, the Intimate Hotels of Barbados, and the Tourism Development Corporation.
Senator Grant reported that the sector remains on track to post a strong performance this year. From January to July, the island recorded a 5.2% hike in long-stay visitor arrivals, with all major source markets posting growth, with the exception of Canada. He also reported a 6% increase in occupancy for hotels over the same period. Looking ahead, Grant said forward bookings are moderate at this stage, but he's expecting robust activity.
a lot of persons are booking late. So when we look at the forward bookings, sometimes the forward bookings are suggesting that business might not be as good as it was for the same period the year before. But because of the late bookings, what we have actually been experiencing is that the bookings are usually as good or even better. So our expectation is that for the coming months, we will continue to see good performance as it relates to occupancy for our members.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To the region now in the Bahamas, authorities say 2,500 people are listed as missing on government's register following the passage of Hurricane Dorian. Spokesman for the National Emergency Management Agency, Carl Smith, made the disclosure today at a press conference.
This list has not yet been checked against government records of who is staying in shelters or who have been evacuated. The database processing is underway. Some individuals who evacuated from Abaco and Grand Bahama have not yet registered with social services. We encourage them to do so at the Department of Rehabilitative and Welfare Services. Some of the government's list will have to be converted into a digital format to allow for more effective cross-checking. As we are able to cross-reference our data sets, we will be able to inform family members and reunite survivors with loved ones.
Further afield, the Trump administration today announced plans to remove all flavored e-cigarettes from store shelves in a widening crackdown on vaping. Officials have warned that the sweet flavors have drawn millions of children into nicotine addiction. More in this report from Reuters Television.
But people are dying with vaping, so we're looking at it very closely. And
the Trump administration announced Wednesday it was taking steps to ban flavored e-cigarettes from the market amid nationwide alarm over an outbreak of a mysterious lung disease that has sickened hundreds and killed at least 6 people. Alex Azar, the U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services, told reporters Wednesday from the Oval Office that in the coming weeks, the FDA would issue guidance that would lead to a ban of all non-tobacco vape flavors.
And at that point, all flavored e-cigarettes other than tobacco flavor would have to be removed from the market. Tobacco-flavored e-cigarettes, their manufacturers would by May 2020 have to file for approval by FDA of their products. The other flavored product manufacturers can, at any time, also file, but they would be off the market until approved by FDA.
Wednesday's announcement comes as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is investigating more than 450 cases of a severe lung disease across 33 states and 1 U.S. territory, linked to vaping.
Teenagers and young adults are presenting with a cough and shortness of breath, and with lung disease that is severe enough to put them in the hospital. Some of them needed to be even in the ICU and on ventilators.
So far, the cause of the illness is unknown, but health officials are investigating whether a vitamin E oil that's been added to some vaping products could be behind the outbreak.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Isomi Media and Bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.